Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to episode 11 of Ronald's Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about minor restoration on your vintage Star Wars action figures. Now, basically what we're going to do today is just look at very minor paint restoration on one particular figure that I currently have, and the reason why I've picked this figure is because it's a figure that it's actually in good shape, better shape than what I usually pick them up at, but because I pick them up cheap, the paint is usually sort of missing and quite a lot of paint rubbed. This particular figure, Luke in Jedi gear, always suffers from the same problem: nose rub. Always got paint missing from his nose, often his chin and lips as well, and usually his hand without the glove. So today we're going to look at, like I said, paint restoration on this particular figure, and hopefully you'll see the improvement before and after. Cue the march. And there he is, guys. So like I said, not a massive restoration project, in fact only very minor, but on pretty much every Jedi Luke, standard is, you can just see there, look, nose rub, so always paint missing on the end of his nose. So we're going to try and touch that up a little bit on his lip as well, if you can see that, and then on his hand as well. So we're just gonna try and tidy this guy up. And like I say, I know it's not much, but it does make them look so much more displayable. So we're gonna try and sort him out. Otherwise, just the hand and the nose, pretty good shape apart from that. So yeah, we're gonna give him a good clean and go from there. So first, we're just gonna dunk him in some hot soapy water and give him a good clean. Just help get the dirt and grime off the figure, as you know. There he goes. Old plastic and these sort of action figures, over time the plastic does degrade and sort of decay and they become sticky. So this, just move around, let the hot water sort of get into him. This just helps sort of clean the figure, get it nice and sort of shiny again, free of any grime or dirt, and it also helps the paint take once you do your touch up. Just give him 5 minutes and just let the hot water get in there. Okay, so now just gonna really work in the soap and just get it nice and clean. Get all that stickiness off him. So when we come to painting, it should take to a nice clean surface. You'd be surprised just what difference just giving him a clean with hot soapy water makes. Okay. We'll just dunk it back in. So there he is, guys, all nice and dry and ready to paint. And what we've got over here, we've just got some satin paint. I prefer to use the satin. I think it's a better finish, not too shiny like the gloss, and obviously not completely dull like the matte. I find that the Humbrol enamel paint is the best to use. Pick them up from any department store locally. That's number 61. You can see it does look really pink or sort of orangey colour on the video. What I find is that actually does do quite a few figures directly. I think the Attack Commander, it goes straight onto that. It's not as dark a finish as it looks there. But what I do with figures with a more pale complexion like Luke is I just mix it with a little bit of white, put it in the lid, and just give it a mix until I find the colour is a match. So let's get started and see if we can clean this guy up. Okay guys, so I have done a pre-mix just to save time for the sake of this video. I think I've got the colour something like, as you can see, Luke's complexion in his Jedi gear is quite pale, so we've got to add quite a bit of white to this, but we're just going to try on his hand first. If you can just see on his index finger and just underneath as well, he has got a tiny little bit of paint missing, so let's just give this a go. You've got to be careful not to apply too much. Try to only cover the piece that you need. Sometimes it is tempting to touch up that section and then do the whole thing. Try not to be tempted to do that. Two reasons really. One, if you do the whole thing and then you find that the colour's not quite right, you've got a lot to clean. And two, the more you do, the more chance there is of seeing sort of brush strokes and things like that, which is not what you want. So that looks pretty good to me. Again, we're only talking very, very minor, but the mark's gone and the colour looks virtually bang on. So yeah, really happy with that. Okay, so now I'm happy with that. Let's just try and cover that a little bit on his nose. Like I said, I know this is only very, very minor, but it does make a huge, huge difference when they're just stood on your shelf and that initial glance, and you can just see, you just see that little bit of nose rub, but it just takes the focus off the figure, and you just start looking at that tiny, tiny, a little bit more paint. Get that little bit on his lip while we're at it. And there we go. Just very tiny paint alterations, but in my opinion just makes a really big difference. So there it is guys, all finished. I think you'll agree, like I keep saying, only minor restoration, but your eyes now no longer focus straight on the patch of paint missing on the end of his nose. I think it makes a huge difference just for displayability alone. So I do want to say though, these restoration projects, again this one was only minor, I have done a couple of other of my Star Wars figures as well, varying in how much paint they needed, but I can't take credit for this. Credit has to go to Dave over at a channel called Toy Polloy. Without Dave's restoration videos and repair videos on these figures, I've never had the confidence and sort of ability and know-how to try this. Like I say, this is the third figure I've done now, so all credit has to go to Dave at Toy Polloy. If you don't know the channel guys, check it out, it's got some fantastic content on there, you really will enjoy it. So I hope you found this video interesting guys. As always, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Any comments or questions, leave in the comment section below. Keep collecting everybody, and see you on the next video.